When you hear the word chaos, what comes to mind? Traffic, noise, a fight, the collapse of something you wanted to keep stable. Most of us were trained to believe chaos means danger, something to avoid, something destructive. But what if I told you, chaos is not the end of order? What if chaos is the very force that creates higher levels of order? That the turbulence in your life, the uncertainty you try to escape, might actually be the hidden doorway into transformation. Think about the hardest moments of your life. The breakups, the failures, the times when everything you planned collapsed in front of you. Were those moments only destruction? Or, when you look back now, were they also the turning points that forced you to become something new? And maybe, if you look even deeper, you'll realize chaos has always been the hidden architect of your growth. Every scar, every detour, every storm became the soil where the next version of you was planted. So the question isn't, how do I avoid chaos? The real question is, what kind of order is trying to emerge through it? Ilya Prigogine, Nobel Prize winner in chemistry, was not looking for spirituality. He was studying physics, chemistry, and mathematics. But in the equations of thermodynamics, he found something that broke the old paradigm. Systems far from equilibrium, systems drowning in chaos, don't collapse into disorder. They evolve into higher complexity. This discovery shattered the old Newtonian idea of a clockwork universe running smoothly and predictably. Instead, Prigogine revealed that turbulence, instability, and unpredictability are not flaws in reality. They are features. Features that allow life itself to emerge. And here is the paradox. Without chaos, there is no transformation. Without instability, there is no evolution. Every complex system, from galaxies to ecosystems, from economies to your nervous system, grows not in silence and stability, but in turbulence and breakdowns. Prigogine wasn't just rewriting equations. He was rewriting reality itself. He showed us that life does not progress in straight lines, but through ruptures, leaps, and sudden shifts. And if even the laws of physics embrace chaos as a source of creation, maybe your own life is following the same hidden law. Decades later, his theory became one of the cornerstones of complexity science. It explained why weather patterns spiral into storms, why rivers carve new paths, why consciousness itself emerges from billions of chaotic neurons firing. Scientists confirmed again and again, chaos creates order. In nature, order is not imposed from above. It self-organizes from below, through feedback loops, sudden bifurcations, and nonlinear change. In other words, the chaos of your life may be following the same hidden laws. Think about it. The arguments that changed your relationships. The moments when jobs ended and forced you to reinvent yourself. The crises that broke your plans but awakened your creativity. Chaos didn't destroy you. It transformed you. And neuroscience shows the same. Under stress, the brain rewires. Under uncertainty, creativity sparks. Under collapse, new pathways open. The same law that governs galaxies governs you. Chaos is not the enemy. It is the teacher. It is the silent partner shaping the trajectory of your existence. And maybe the very storms you resist are the invitations you've been waiting for. Doors disguised as disasters. But here's the problem. Society taught you the opposite. Schools, jobs, governments, they reward predictability, stability, obedience. You are conditioned to fear turbulence, to avoid the unknown, to cling to routines even when they suffocate you. The hidden curriculum is simple: stay in line, avoid mistakes, and keep the system running. But nature laughs at this illusion. Because stability, by definition, is death. A heartbeat that becomes perfectly regular means the heart has stopped. So ask yourself, how much of your life is trapped in false stability? How many times have you avoided the leap into the unknown because you were told chaos is dangerous? And what parts of you are still waiting for the courage to break so they can evolve? The truth is, the matrix you live in thrives on your fear of chaos. It tells you order is control, but hides that true order only comes from release. And the more you cling to stability, the more you surrender your chance to truly live. This is not just theory. Look at the story of Tenzin Palmo. She spent 12 years alone in a Himalayan cave. Temperatures dropped to 40 degrees. Snow buried the cave for months. Loneliness was total. From the outside, her life looked like pure chaos, isolation, danger, deprivation. And yet, in that chaos, she found order. In the breakdown of every comfort, she awakened a new structure inside herself: resilience, inner fire, transcendence. Her body learned to generate heat. Her mind learned to sit with emptiness. Her spirit discovered freedom that no system could take away. What looked like collapse was initiation. What looked like chaos was transformation. Her cave became a laboratory of chaos. Every day was a storm, every night a test. But in that crucible, she didn't shatter, she crystallized. She became proof that chaos, carried with courage, can unlock powers the world calls impossible. Prigogine described these processes as dissipative structures, systems that only become more complex when they pass through turbulence. Victor Schauberger, decades before, watched rivers spiral into vortices and saw the same truth. Energy emerges in flow, not in rigidity. The vortex is the universal symbol here. It looks like collapse, spinning, breaking stability, but in truth, it is the pathway to higher order. Galaxies are vortices. Hurricanes are vortices. Your breath is a vortex, and your transformation is a vortex. When life feels like it's spinning out of control, maybe you are not collapsing. Maybe you are becoming something new. The spiral has always been sacred, carved into caves, painted in temples, encoded in DNA. It is the signature of transformation, the reminder that destruction is never final. It is always the beginning of a higher pattern. So, how do you apply this to your life? Stop fearing the storm. Step into it. When routines collapse, ask, what is trying to emerge through me? Instead of resisting uncertainty, lean into it. Instead of fearing breakdowns, see them as doorways. When things fall apart, don't just ask, why me? Ask, what is being born? Because every collapse hides a creation. Every storm hides a new structure. Every chaos hides an order waiting to emerge. And when you look at your life through this lens, the struggles stop being punishments. They become initiations. And you stop being a victim of change and start becoming its co-creator. Ilya Prigogine left us a scientific truth. Chaos creates order. But it is also a spiritual truth. Breakdowns are breakthroughs in disguise. Maybe right now, the chaos in your life is not the end. It's the beginning. The first tremor of a new order trying to be born through you. Welcome to Fragments of Reality. And maybe that storm you fear so much is already the signal that your awakening has begun.